First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start. At the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's get off the field.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And an alley to run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, Johnson to the 41. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here.
Quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Taylor over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is?
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford eluding the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Caught by Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
On 3rd down, Taylor. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
58, right over there, yeah. 59!
From the 50, Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
58, come on, alert! Get this ball back to the offense, let's go. 6-6, bullet high. Zero.
On second down, it's Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10.
Check 20. Easy alert.
Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and 10 at the 11.
Give me that ball. Hey.
The first down carry here for Johnson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 10-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Three bud. Omaha, ready move. 52.
Throwing is Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jerry Tillery in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Switch.
Taylor now going to throw again. And his pass incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Going deep for Benjamin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it down. Downfield, it maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, he's coming. Double 54. Omaha, ready, move.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
50, 50. 58's the money. 58's the money.
Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Stafford completing it to the right side, Johnson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Stafford. It's caught outright. Amendola. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Taylor will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Taylor will throw again. And it's complete. Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. Throwing on 2nd down. Taylor out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Badgley's kick is good. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, Marcus, come on.
From the gun, Stafford out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Stafford now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Flushed out right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First down, and they stick with Eckler. A gain of 3, second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Mings, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 7, Taylor. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that they're very made track.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
You don't want no problems with me.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. It's Eckler again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step up.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin the drive with Johnson. A big run there by Johnson. 47 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
We got 4. Watch 9. Watch 9. Jam. Check 3. Stay 50.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the twist. Easy.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
Hey. We got motion. Back up.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Check back. He's checking.
On first down, it's Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means
it's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
First down, Los Angeles.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run on first down with Jackson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd and goal, Taylor. Forced out, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Double dog. That's the way.
They go to Johnson again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
I think it's pretty easy to say this is a ginormous 3rd down opportunity here for the defense. And I'm just going to tell you, Brandon, from my experiences, what you're saying in the huddle to each other is all the right things. Read your keys, do your job. But the biggest one, you don't have to do more. Just do what you can do, and you can make this play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start here with Jackson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Deshaun Hand able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Christian Jones the one who picked it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Set, like 7, 280. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hand behind.
On 1st down, Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
58 to Mike. 58, boys, 58 to Mike. Go in. Cut.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Five.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Ready, set, 51. Watch the curl.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Hey. 52's the mic right here, over there. 52's the mic. Who that? Who that? 36, 30.
On second down now. It's Johnson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Now it's Taylor. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He dumps this one off to Jackson, the running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it's Taylor. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Detroit, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughton. Thanks for watching.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn.